All right.
Keep that. Yo.
Clipped.
We had the same idea. All right. Welcome back to episode 9, technically, or 10?
No, we'll call it 10 because
Yeah.
last one we're still gonna put out eventually, but I just don't know when.
So welcome to episode 10.
That
means we have to
X,
upload 9
the big
first.
X,
That
bro.
means you have to edit 9 first.
Not really.
If this is 10,
We just have to do the questions.
and then you have to edit that. Oh, we gotta make sure we do the thumbnail pics too.
Oh, good call. We're not gonna remember.
Nope.
All right,
All right,
try that again.
Welcome. Back to your favorite podcast. I am 50% of this episode. You are 50% of this episode. I am the...
What?
What?
What the fuck? What do you mean? Can I do that?
Wait, why? What did it say?
It says add effects using hand gestures. Oh wait, I have to turn it on. Never mind. That's so awkward, bro. I just started fucking throwing up hands and shit. Alright, sorry. One more time.
Alright, run it back, Turbo.
I'm keeping that part in. That was mad funny. I just... Nothing happened.
Welcome back.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm tweaking, bro. I'm fucking
Bro's
tweaking
geeked.
today.
What the fuck is happening? Alright, welcome back to episode, we'll say 10.
Episode X, baby.
Episode X, no Twitter. It's been a minute, we know. I am
Why
50.
we kicked back right now, though?
Yo, why did you copy me, bro?
Watch the footage. I've been doing this. You did it after me. I swear. I've been doing this the whole time.
Alright, well, I'm 50% of this episode.
Dude, we're getting caught.
He's
in
50% of this episode. Jaden, Jake. We don't have our fitteds on. We have our mics on, though. And we are beyond.
Bro is so monotone. Is this just how the vibe is today?
I don't know.
Bro's not feeling it. Dude, this is like actually tough right now.
I think you might have to just intro.
Alright.
Should just scrap that. Just
No, we're leaving it. Leave it. Because that was actually mad. Bro, we've been doing the same shit. We just did the same shit in the same video like fucking 8 times.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Welcome back to the podcast. We are on episode 10.
Bargain.
We're on episode 10. I know episode 9 might not be out before this or not, but we'll see. But welcome back to episode 10. Your favorite podcast host on your favorite podcast. My boy Jaden over there.
Yeah, it was me. Yo.
I was plural. I said a plural. Favorite podcast hosts
Oh.
on your favorite podcast. And the other half of your podcast today, the Jados X
Iron Fin
collab today for episode X. We got something special for y'all today for special lucky number 10 episode. Dude, I'm not feeling this shit either. Hold on. Let's try that one more
now
time.
you're monotone in this.
I know, now I'm fucking... Dude, I'm usually... My brain is foggy as fuck. One more time. I was gonna say sponsor me, Capital One, though.
Oh.
Imagine being sponsored by Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
Isn't that Arby's? Wait a minute. See, dude, this is where my brain's at, bro.
We
My
have
brain is
the
so
meats.
foggy, bro. It's so
We
bad.
have the meat.
All right, dude. Oh my god, this is...
That is not Capital One, bro.
We have the...
Arby's.
We have the...
We have the meat.
We have the credits.
Nah.
I'm done, bro.
Nah.
Fuck, I gotta go home, bro. Wait, try that again, fucking.
Ah! Fuck. Alright.
Alright, after like 10 minutes of trying to do this, welcome back, everybody, to special episode number 10 with your favorite yin and yang boys wearing all white and all black, unplanned. Their 2 favorite podcast hosts on your favorite podcast. We got a special Jados X
Iron Fin
collab today.
Mm.
And we got something special for you. Episode 10, baby. We
Bad.
got a lot to go over. We got a lot to get through. So let's get this shit going. Our fitteds aren't on today, but our mics are always on, and we are still motherfucking beyond the J's.
Beyond the J's. Shit, bro.
Beyond the J's, beyond the
J's. Take it away, Penny.
Bro, leave that in. You better leave that in. Baby girl.
Dude, I'm sick to my stomach. Okay. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Like I said, episode 10. This is it's a milestone. It really
First
is.
double-digit episode.
The first double-digit episode. Hey, I've heard that a lot of people don't even make it past the third episode when trying to start a podcast. So, you know what? As successful as we may be, or successful as we may not be, don't matter. We're having fun. Nothing beats a pasta sundae at Grammy's recording a podcast.
Grammy got
just
us
slightly
right
hungover and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, but that's a Sunday for you. That's a good weekend. Clearly, we had an all right weekend.
I did.
I know I did. So yeah, I don't know if maybe we'll give you a little recap of just the last week or so. Yeah, so this week for me and Jaden was a lock-in week. We had to just pretty much, we didn't see each other much. We just put our heads down, start grinding at work. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
Just the work grind, trying to get back on the podcast. We've actually, we've been going out a lot more. So we, been having fun. We just seeing some old friends, introducing Jaden to some of my boys from, my childhood. And just trying to have some fun, and now summer's here. The fucking Morgan Wallen dropped his album. It's going to be a great summer. Lil Tecca x Morgan Wallen carrying the summer this year. So, but yeah, so this was just a kind of a tough week. We didn't really do a whole lot, but, yeah, we're here. We're here to record an episode. We're here to have fun. If I'm missing anything, it wasn't really a crazy week.
Not much, really. Just the weekend. Obviously, the new music drops. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, we got some good ones for sure. I mean, everyone already knows by now.
Everyone, literally, even if you don't listen to country, you know Morgan Wallen dropped.
And his 37-song album. That's like 3 albums in one. We got blessed.
Literally, if you walk into any store, you've seen that album.
Yeah, Target. There was actually a really
Walmart,
huge Target exclusive thing. I saw it all over social media. Target released these limited Morgan Wallen shirts that were in these pop-up displays that all his vinyls and the CDs were in, and they sold. I'm not even joking you. People were outside, lined up, so they could be the first ones in there to get the shirts.
That's so fire.
I heard they were sick. I actually didn't even get to see what they looked like. I didn't
even know that.
I didn't see it on social media or anything. Yeah, dude, it was because then I was in Target the other day and I walked past it, and I was all the shirts were gone, and I was like, I'm literally completely forgot about that. But I guess they were cool, and I guess it was a cool drop, so, which is cool because Target always has those really cool exclusive drops when music comes out and stuff. So, but yeah, aside from that, man, like I said, it wasn't really an eventful week. We I don't even know where to go from there, man.
What do we do?
My fucking brain is so foggy, bro.
Unfortunately, the Celtics got eliminated.
Ooh.
Jason Tatum.
Oh, really, bro? We had to bring this up today. I fucking tried to keep this out of my memory.
Prayers out to Jason Tatum, bro.
Prayers to JT, bro.
He'll be back. He'll come back looking like prime Jordan.
He had the same
prime Kobe, because.
True. I was gonna say he had the same doctor repair his ruptured Achilles as Kevin Durant and Kobe.
Durant, yep.
Which is really cool because look at the way they turned out. I mean, you know what I mean? Kobe dropped 60 in his final game.
Another crazy thing too is
and JT's only 27, so.
When he got injured, it was the same time Kobe tore his
Achilles.
Dude,
I saw that.
I was
what was it, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in
the
fourth quarter or something like that?
Yeah, it was
or 3 minutes and 8 seconds, something like that. Unreal. But Yeah, Celtics had a good run. It's definitely going to be an end of an era because we're definitely not going to see the same team come back next year.
Hopefully we can pull some strings and get Cooper Flag though.
That would be really cool, especially having him like play for his hometown team, which would be really cool.
He already said that he would love to do that.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, now it's like, what do we do? Do we trade? Do we try to trade a lot to try to get the first pick, or
That's
do
the
we
thing,
try
too.
to just save some money and just try to build a little bit? Because like, if we go all in on Cooper Flag, dude, we're gonna have to like get rid of a lot, because
Plus free agency too. We don't know who we can pick up.
Right.
I don't even know who's a free agent, to be honest.
dude, I don't either. Honestly, I don't really want anybody. I mean, I know there's the whole Giannis thing going around, which I don't
Everyone's
want him on the
saying
Celtics.
Warriors. I'm like, bro.
He posted, I guess, like, I think he's like, he loves the lore of like fucking around with people during like this time, like when there's like rumors going around.
Yeah.
And he said like,
He's a
someone
troll.
asked him like, what's your favorite place to play like an away game? And he's like, New York. So I think he like, people were like saying that he was hinting at like, he really likes playing in New York.
Yeah, imagine the Knicks win it all.
And then they get
Giannis.
Giannis. After that would be, dude, him, Cat, and JB would be crazy. That would be.
Which JB? Because Jaylen Brown can end up there too. Who knows?
Yeah, honestly, let's send Tatum and Brown there too.
No.
Yeah, get rid of him. Fuck him.
Tatum, you can't.
No, Tatum's never going anywhere.
Tatum's never
Jaylen Brown
going
better
anywhere.
not go anywhere either. Bro literally is a staple in Boston. Like, dude gives back to the community. Bro is an amazing basketball player. He's a great person. He does speeches at Harvard and like all these crazy places. Like, bro is, he literally made his own brand just for like the next generation because he didn't mess with, you know, like everything, all like the popular brands. He wanted to do his own thing, and I think it's really cool. So shout out JB for that, the real JB.
Yeah, the real JB.
I know.
Shout out. I was gonna say, the only way we lose Jaylen Brown is if we traded him.
I didn't want to say
We
it, but
definitely would re-sign him, but I think he's like a crazy trade asset that we would end up trading.
and that's what I was gonna say. Is I wasn't gonna say it
Because it
I
wouldn't
didn't
be
wanna
Tatum.
jinx it, but like I think if we were to get Cooper Flag, we'd have to let go of JB.
Yeah.
But then that means JB
But
would
that
have
makes
to go to
sense 'cause-
Dallas. So that would be Kyrie, JB, and
AD,
AD, bro, and like
AD, JB, AB, we. Bless you. Bless you.
no, I'm not doing this shit again. Who did this happen to me last night?
Yeah.
Dude, I sneezed like 15 times for no reason. I got
hate
slapped
that.
in the face for fucking sneezing.
By who?
Who do you think, bro?
Uh.
She smacked me clean in my face, bro, for sneezing so much. I was like, bro, I can't help it.
I
fucking
hate that when you start
pollen, bro.
sneezing and it's just like back to back to back to back.
Dude, you come in pairs. Pause.
Yo, what do you mean by that?
Bro, sneezes come in pairs. Like every time you sneeze, I feel like it's always two.
It's always mad quick. I'm like,
Yeah, literally. Bro, it's fucking. Can I do that on here? I don't know if that was bad. Actually, I just threw a grenade. Yeah, I was gonna say we threw the grenade earlier, so fuck it.
shout out Ja.
Dude, like I don't even want to go into a fit check today because we're just bumming. I don't even want to dude. Like I don't even know I don't even know where to go from here right now.
All right, so we'll do fit check anyways. So
Word.
I got the Crocs on, all the gibbets. Don't even do it. Don't do it.
Yo,
do
what
not
gibbets,
do it.
bro?
I got black champion socks on. Black Gymshark shorts that are so comfortable. I love these shorts. And then I got a La Brea shirt on. It's not mine.
La Brea,
He
California.
had to get me
baby.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, if
Got the
you're
chain
a
on.
real friend if you let your boys wear your clothes, bro.
Yep.
If you don't do that, you're probably just not a real friend. So fuck off. How about it?
Got the
Yo,
chain on.
I can't stop because now that we can see ourselves, I can't stop looking how much I man spread. Bro, I was like this earlier. I'm like, why am I spreading so much? I didn't even notice I do that. I've definitely done that in all the pods and just didn't realize it. Now I'm like
Definitely.
self-conscious, bro. I'm better. So,
So what are you wearing?
I got a weird fit on today because this was just not a planned outfit. We got the Berkeys and the white Nike socks as always, baby. You know, that's the vibe. And I'm always wearing this shit because it's just my comfy my Sunday shoes. And I always wear my white Nike socks. I got a pair of these white, like, basketball Gymshark shorts. I think that's the best way to put it.
With like the holes.
I thought I was ordering something else. These came in This is what I ordered, and I thought they were gonna be different. I love them. I have no complaints. Like they have zipper pockets, bro. You can't complain at all.
And you can hoop in them.
Very true. I got on a black beater underneath this. I was just wearing it because I was lazy, and then it's a little chilly down here, so I threw on my my Old Navy, just plain like whitish grayish sweatshirt. And
I can't hear you.
sorry, bro. Yeah, so I'm wearing white shorts, white Gymshark. My brain is fucking ridiculous
White
today.
Gymshark basketball
I'm wearing
shorts.
white Gymshark basketball-esque shorts with zipper pockets. Fire. I got on a black
beater.
Echo beater, bro. Shout out TikTok shop. And I got on this grayish white-ish colored sweatshirt from Old Navy. It was like $10, so go get them because they're awesome. And I just got a haircut the other day, so I'm also feeling nice. You know what I mean? Look good, feel good.
I need to get a cut this week for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, bro. Man. All right, we back. So we got a special, like I said earlier, we got a special, little twist to this episode today to celebrate episode X, episode 10. We're in the spirit of music. Music has been, it's our whole lives, but it's just recently music has been just hitting us so different, especially me and Jade have been taking a lot of car rides lately, and just the music's been hitting. So, so we're going to do,
Instead of song of the week,
we'll replace song of the week this week.
this technically will be it.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a rotation mix. So what me and Jaden are currently listening to, we're going to each have our own. We have 5 each plus an honorable mention each. And it's just not our favorite songs, but what we're rotating through right now, just stuff that we're listening to. So I think this is going to be really cool. I think it's going to be fun. It was actually really fun picking out all the songs and just trying to think about it. And we had to also choose songs that we didn't already pick for Song of the Week, which is
hard
tough. Because those are our bangers, bro. So, I don't know if you want to start us off.
Yeah, I'll start us off. First song.
If you have any backstories, too, like, with the song.
Yeah, first song, DDG just dropped an album, which it was actually good. Like, people loved it. Like,
I really fuck with DDG heavy, bro. Like, I like his music. I just wish he had...
I wasn't crazy on him before, but, like, he had a couple songs I was like, all right, these are good. Like, add them to the...
No, ever since Moonwalking to
playlist.
Calabasas,
Yeah.
bro. Like, that, I don't know. I
Michael
really like
Jackson.
that. Yeah. I really like that, because between that and, like...
And Blueface slid
Dude,
on that remix.
Yeah, and dude, Pink Dreads, like... Dude, but Black Boy needs to... He needs to start putting out more music.
Start making music for real.
I'm the real Black Boy Jake, though.
You saw he had Quavo. He did a you know how he does the booth thing, whatever?
Yeah.
He did one with Quavo.
Oh, no way.
And then I think the next day he
I
did
actually
like
didn't
2
see
Chainz
that.
or something.
That's cool as fuck.
I was like, damn. He had Will Smith too on one of them.
That's
I was
sick.
like, bro, what?
I
It'd be
didn't
so
see
cool to
that.
do though. Just
Right.
have like random
And that's your
rappers and
job.
celebrities just pull up
And that's your job.
and you get paid to do it.
So
All right.
much.
So DDG dropped an album. This song, for whatever reason, I just really like it. It's DDG, featuring Kyle Rich and NLE Choppa, "Man on a Mission."
If you
Great
know,
song, but NLE Choppa's just freaky as fuck in that song, bro. Bro is mad horny, bro. I don't even know if this is gonna make the
It'd
cut.
be like that, bro. It'd really be like that.
But like that song would be perfect if NLE Choppa was on his like rapping and shit, not his fucking TikTok.
Not his horny
Horny
TikTok shit.
TikTok
Yeah,
shit.
for real.
Second song, like a week or two ago or something, Key Glock dropped an album. The song "Blue Devil,"
Also
so
great
good.
album.
Yeah, it was a good album. Another song randomly just in my rotation. It's Huncho. Love Huncho. He's probably gonna be.
Huncho.
He might pass Polo G this year for my top streamed. Like I've listened to him like crazy.
Well, maybe Polo G should put out more music, bro.
Yes, that too. Cause Hall of Fame. No, not Hall of Fame. Hood Poet. Love. As much as I love Polo G, definitely his worst album.
You think so?
When you hear Die Legend and Goat and Hall of Fame,
Well, but
and you hear Hood Poet, you're like, okay.
okay, sorry. You phrase it as like his worst album. I think it was still fucking really
No,
good.
it's still really good, but
Sorry,
it's his worst album.
hearing you say his worst album, it just made me think like it was a bad album. I
No,
don't
it
know
wasn't
why,
bad.
but-
It was good, but it actually had misses on it.
Oh yeah, no,
like
for
I've
sure.
I've never heard an album where Polo G had a miss on it. Besides Hall of Fame, that song with Nicki Minaj was. I hated that song.
That song was pretty
Nicki
bad.
ruined that song. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, she
Polo
goes
G-
off
Polo
too,
G
but that song was
slick,
just not it.
So yeah, it's Huncho Walk With Me featuring Landstrip Chip. I don't know who that is, but he did his thing on there. Scory dropped an album a couple weeks ago. I love this song. What the Hate Be? It's actually
What the hell?
What the hell? It's actually like in my IG bio. It's actually the song I have currently on there right now. So good.
I've definitely heard about it. I can't remember it. No, you say it.
I played it. I don't know. Oh my god, that just reminded me. I have another song next song of the week. I already know.
Dude, you can throw
My
honorable mention.
my Pull Trig song. I'm not saying it.
Did
though.
we didn't use that yet,
I
right?
didn't use that yet. No,
Oh,
I'm
damn.
using that next episode.
Yes, he did say Pull Trig song.
Yes.
Trust. You'll figure it out next week.
Well, you'll hear about this story after.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell this story. This is fucking
Um,
hilarious, but I won't ruin the song of the week.
Yeah. Last song, Gunna, Who You Foolin'. I know this song's been out for years, but it's just for whatever reason it's been cooking, and I love that beat. And there's an edit of I have to say it anyway. Listen, shout out to him, Yao Ming, goated. But there's an edit where it's like, how come we always say Kobe, and why don't we just say Yao Ming? And it's like Yao Ming, and it starts playing. That's like, dun, dun, dun. I mean,
Who you fooling? Who think you fooling? Yeah,
such a good song.
so good. That edit's fire.
Yes.
You should watch it.
Yao Ming, so nasty.
Mao Ying.
His
dude,
height
he's
did
different.
carry him, but he was still nasty.
Bro, shout out Juice WRLD for throwing a couple Yao Ming verses in his song. I'm not gonna say them, but
No.
if you know, you know.
Bro, only Juice WRLD could get away with saying stuff like that, though.
I wish I could say it because it's so funny, but like I'm not gonna say it, bro. All right, so so my rotation,
That was a new sound.
that was very new sound.
All I did was turn the mic.
He probably hasn't been turned in a minute.
I just
as well.
unlocked a new sound.
Bro said. Anyways. Stupid ass. You didn't say your honorable mention.
Yeah, because I was waiting for you to do yours
Oh,
first.
okay. Oh yeah, we'll do them after. Okay.
You can't do an honorable mention if you didn't even give yours yet.
Well, okay. You're right. My fault.
Mm.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with, oh my goodness, "Nothing Inside" by MGK, featuring Ian Dior. It's an oldie. It's a fucking goodie. Dude, I have been going through my shit, and MGK is the only thing I've been playing for the last, 3 weeks. So I threw these other songs in there too, but MGK has been my literally only rotation for the last couple weeks. And because he has some music for every fucking mood that I'm in. If I'm angry, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm fucking whatever it is, horny, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that's true.
Bro, it's like Polo G too, bro. We got music for any type of feeling.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Polo G. Speaking of,
Yeah.
so my next song is "Get Money" by Scory featuring Polo G, which
Good song.
I love that song,
I
and
think
I can.
put you on to that song.
You did, of course you did.
I'm
But
surprised you didn't hear it, because a Scory and a Polo G song.
I
feel like you would have
I
to
didn't
hear
listen
it.
to Scory like that.
You didn't listen
And
to
you put-
that.
you put
That
me- you
album
put
was
me-
so good too.
So good. And "Get Money," I can never remember the name of the song for some odd reason. I mean, I do now, but there was a good amount of time where I had to text
Yeah.
Jaden every day to ask what the song
Bro.
was, and I have to just throw a lyric at him and be like, "What song is
What
this?"
song is this?
Too hype, I'm at the Z right now. All right. Also, we're gonna go with another Scory song.
From
Featuring
his new album.
from his new album, featuring Dro Kenji. It's
Ooh,
Desperados. That song is my favorite song off the album, aside from the other
It's a
song.
bold claim.
I
It's valid though.
I
It's top 3 on the album for sure.
I think the whole album's good, but for some reason that song just hits different for me. I love it, and you know my second, but I can't say it because that would give away.
Yeah, and the crazy part is I did not know that came out a year ago before the album came out.
Yeah, wouldn't have fucking known that ever.
He had a music video and everything to it. I was like, what?
I know, like what?
How did I not know?
I know, especially you. This dude's always on his shit with music, I swear.
Always locked in.
Next we got "Unlimited" by Nav, and from Nav's new album featuring deep voice like Playboy Cardi.
Fuck around, go deep boys, just like I'm Cardi.
Yep. Yeah, so I know I said that bar wrong.
And
I
then
said that on purpose.
for whatever
by the way.
reason, The Weeknd shows up in the song.
The Weeknd comes
He
in
harmonizes
so
you.
heavy hitting with this. Dude, if you haven't heard it, please
You
go
have to
just.
listen to that song.
You would never even know he's in the song unless you listen to it, but
He's
it's
not-
like
yeah, 'cause-
equivalent to like Kid Cudi's humming. Oh my God, stop it. All right, anyways, and my last song for my honorable mention is Listen Up by Lil Baby. Wham.
Wham.
Fucking great song. You get on my nerves, bitch. Fuck off. On God.
Wham.
Wham.
All right, so now we got the honorable mentions. These are two songs that we've been hearing a lot.
So if you can put two and two together, you'll probably understand.
Understand.
So my personal honorable mention, because we kind of each
I
put
gotta
one
say
here.
mine.
Yeah, of course. Mine is No Hands by Waka Flocka. And yeah.
And
I've been
once you
hearing
hear
it a
my
lot
song,
lately.
you'll understand why.
And then when
why we've heard these songs.
And then when you hear his song, you'll get it. But
I need this
I think you
more.
already probably get it from my song probably alone, because that's
Alright.
such a party song. But
Yep. So is mine. I'm sure everyone has heard this song by now.
If
It
you
is
haven't.
Nokia by Drake. You've definitely heard it, or you've heard a part of it somewhere. That song, I literally can't escape that song the past like week or two.
it follows you. It
Bro,
follows you.
literally,
around,
we were
bro.
watching the Celtics game, and it was like, what was it, like a random commercial? And it just started playing it, and I was like, what the fuck?
It's on like them people will be on like people's like stories, or else in like the song come up
Someone's
and shuffle
story,
like some
they'll have
dumbass.
Nokia on. I'm like,
It almost makes me hate the song, but it makes me love it so much more because we hear it so often.
that's the thing is, you would think I would hate the song by now, but
Right.
it's still such a good song.
It almost just pisses me off how often it comes. Oh, dude, I fucked up. I have another honorable mention.
Do it, because I'll.
Light Heist by Chief Keef, bro. I don't know how I didn't think of
We're
that.
gonna use that for my song of the week, and I totally forgot about.
I don't know what made me just think of it, but
All right, so I guess I'll throw in another honorable mention.
Yeah,
we got
sorry,
our
one
party
more.
songs out the way.
Yeah.
Those
are
are
just-
club / party.
yeah, those are just fun
whatever
ones, fun
songs.
ones. But hey, Light Heist
Light
by
Heist,
Chief Keef,
he put
fucking
me
run
onto
that
that.
shit up.
He
Run
put
that
me onto
shit
that
up.
song.
Shut up, boob, bro. He put me onto that.
He put me onto that song. My honorable mention, Scory again, Wicked Romance. Song, for whatever reason, was out a year before his album came out, and I heard it on the album and instantly fell in love with it, and I was like, how did... You're going to tell a story right after this, because this ties in
I
perfectly.
will. The second you're done, I'm saying it.
But, yeah, so the song literally came out with the music video like a year before the album came out, and I didn't know. I don't know how. I literally follow Scory, like... I don't know how, but
Dude, I'm
that
fucking
brings us
chuckling
into the
over
next
here.
part.
Dude, so this literally just this morning, all right? So, we had a little bit of fun last night, you know what I mean? We, hung out with some friends, just had a good time. Woke up on the hungover side today, and we were just kind of chilling for a little bit. And
Probably explains why we're a little like
yeah, we're just fucked up today. But
sluggish.
Jaden had to rally a bit, bro. Had to, get it all out of his system. And I kid you not, this was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So Jaden goes, bro, I can't tell if I have to throw up or shit or whatever I have to do, bro. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, you got to do what you got to do. I'm like, just go let it fly, go pull trig, whatever. And and so he's like, Jaden goes and makes an attempt, and he was like, all right, whatever, that didn't happen. And then bro comes back, whatever, we're talking for a little bit, starts drinking water and goes, what did you say? You go,
I think it's happening.
I think it's happening. Bro takes 2 walking steps, then starts running full speed to where the trash can was. But before he starts puking, bro gets his phone, puts the volume all the way up, presses play on Wicked Romance, and just
It was
pukes
already
his
on.
brains out to Wicked Romance.
It was already on. I was like,
And
bro,
that's the new pull
nobody's
trig
hearing
song.
me. And I just pressed play on whatever song was
He
playing.
didn't want
and it
no
happened
one to
be-
hear him.
It happened to be Wicked Romance. It was just...
And it
was
worked
just
out because
perfect.
he was literally sprinting over to the trash because he was going to puke. And then all of a sudden, before he even starts puking, play. Is that Wicked Romance? It's and then dude just starts fucking puking. It was amazing. I laughed so fucking hard. That honestly was one of the highlights of my fucking year so far. I've never seen anything like it.
Bro, I felt it coming up, so I was like, no. I started walking.
Bro, I think it's happening, bro.
I
Fucking
felt it at
takes
first, and then I started walking, and I was like, no, it's coming up. I'm running. And I just started.
2 steps walking, then dude had to book it. But meanwhile, he's running because he's gonna fucking puke on the floor.
My head's like in the trash like this.
And bro,
I'm like, I just press play, and all you hear is locked in with a bad.
I look for my real mistress. Literally,
And everyone's like sleeping, bro. I'm like,
yeah, me and Jaden are just like fucking around, dude. Like this is just what happens. Like me and Jaden are always like the first people awake. You know, everyone's sleeping, so we're kind of just like, you know, whatever. And then bro just
first
literally,
people asleep, first
bro
people
literally
awake.
pulled up the clown
I
college.
mean, last people asleep, first people awake.
For real. Dude, that's a sick habit we got to get rid of, bro.
Oh, God.
Because, bro, me and you will rally till about 5 in the morning, and then we'll wake up at like 9, and then be like, try to like be normal all day. And this is what happens. This is what happens when
And
we
this is
do
why
this
we're
shit.
like this right now.
Dude, like, fucking my brain is so goddamn foggy today.
No, it was fun though. It was nice. We got to see some of like our old coworkers and stuff.
Yeah, with my old friends.
Catch up.
Played some new drinking games I never played, which is pretty cool. It's fun.
Which is why that led to that moment.
Yeah, I was gonna only have a couple beers, but
We literally planned on having like 2 drinks and not even spending the night there.
legit, yeah, we just kind of
we were
had
just
to.
like, yeah,
happen
with 2
that way.
drinks and we'll leave probably a little late.
Legit. And
not
one of
happen.
our boys had to get up at what, fucking like 5 o'clock,
5 for work.
and he left at what, like 3, something like that.
Something like
And
that.
he still made it to work somehow. A little late, but he made it.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Adrian, we locked in
Shout
for
out
real.
Adrian, bro. We locked it for real.
No, that's, dude. I had a really good time because like that's the thing is the thing with this friend group is we used to be so super close, and then you know, life just happens. Like I moved, and you know,
we both
everyone
stopped working there.
yeah, everyone started getting
everyone
different jobs, whatever. And
did
we
their
honestly
own
didn't.
thing.
Yeah, we honestly didn't talk for like probably a good year, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just recently it was our buddy Aaron's his birthday, so we all got together for his birthday, and that just kind of like
went bowling, and that kind of
just
re-sparked it.
exactly. That's a good way to put it. I was gonna say like kickstarted it again. But yeah, it's really cool. I love all those guys, and it's really fun. We had a good time, and I don't know. I just feel like, especially when you have a drama-filled friend group, and then you give it a year off, and then you guys come back together, like there's no drama.
There's no drama, bro. There's no drama.
No drama.
It's nice.
There's no drama. But no, it's cool because it's just, I feel like, especially after a year of like not seeing each other, not like, talking to each other much, it kind of just like, you can see each other's growth and maturity, and you know, old things, let bygones be bygones, you know, shit like that. Yeah, and we're having fun, we're having a good time, and it's just really cool to see some friends again. But when I was mentioned earlier, me and Jaden went out last weekend, and it was the coolest thing that I got to introduce him to. Like,
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen. So this was a old friend group that like we were locked in since high school, like all throughout high school, best friends. We did everything together, bro. Like, and we all haven't seen each other in so long. Everyone went to college. We all went to different schools, and you know, everyone's working, doing their own thing, and it was really difficult to make a lot of time. You know, obviously no excuses. We probably could have made it work, but anyways, so it was just really cool because we all went out together, and it was like bringing one part of my world to meet like a whole nother part of my world. Like it's crazy because Jaden hasn't seen like it's really weird to think about. Like me and Jaden, I feel like I've known this kid since I was in preschool.
Bro, deadass.
But realistically, like I just sold my house. He never saw my house that I've lived in for 20 years.
I did.
He doesn't know anyone from my area, nothing like that. So it was just really cool to kind of have worlds collide. Why is bro thirst trapping on God?
Thirst trapping, bro. I haven't. You take a shower, bro.
I know, for real.
My
Bro,
God.
we also, me and Jaden also got some exciting news that we're going to share, like some official
Wait, finish
news.
your story first.
That was it. You weren't
No,
listening either.
yeah, I was
so
listening. It was cool to see worlds collide, yes.
Yeah, that was it. It was just really cool. Cause,
It's so weird. We've had the weirdest crossovers.
yeah. Dude, the Harrison one was actually wild.
Shout out to Harrison. I'm sorry that episode did not make it
Shout
out.
Shout out Harrison, bro. We locked in for real.
We locked it for real.
Dude, I know. I'm so upset about. We got to get him back
We'll have to get him
because
back.
especially we got a better setup going. We got, you know what I mean, like, and he didn't get a fair opportunity. Also, it was just like, I don't know, like me and Harrison first met. Like I feel like the vibes could have been a lot better too. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun to do that again. You should definitely hit him up because we locked in for real.
Mm.
I'm just gonna keep saying that.
Locked in for real.
We locked in for real. Shout out by Darius.
Shout out
We
my
locked
boy
in for
Darius. We
real.
locked in for real.
If you know, you know. What was I gonna say? I was going to say something after that.
Bro, I was talking about me thirst trapping.
Cause you were. I look over and bro's fucking mogging
Bro,
to all
Why
his
don't I just
hoes, his
become one of those
roster.
thirst trap TikToker guys, bro?
Then do it, bro. Make us some money. Sugar daddy. Papa. Bro, did you guys know Jaden was Hispanic? Cause I didn't.
Me either.
So, everyone, this is not Jaden sitting next to us over here now, is it? Little switch up for a special episode 10. We got the beautiful, the amazing Grammy. You can say hi, Grammy. Oh, bring the mic a little closer to you. Yeah, there you go. You can say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
It's Grammy.
It's Grammy.
Just nonchalant. You can just have fun with it. You don't have to look at the camera. You can just kick back, relax. Just look at me. We're just me and you having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Something nice and easy.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so we got a couple questions for Grammy. I'm gonna try my best to remember because I can't use my phone. So I'm gonna try my best to remember. But I really wanted Grammy to make an appearance because she is the best, and who doesn't love Grammy? So let's get this started. So one of the first questions I saw was, so if you could go back in time, knowing what you know now about your grandkids, what would you tell them earlier in life?
I would repeat what I keep telling them. The positive things to do to get yourself ready for the years that you're in now. Especially that little story that I told you about, making sure that you make your bed. As soon as you get out of bed, don't even think twice. Put your foot down on the floor, turn around, make the bed.
It's a non-negotiable.
That's right. It starts your day in a positive way so that you want to do something else that may be positive that helps you throughout the day. And that's a big thing. I've been doing it forever, and I started with your mom and her brothers, and when you guys were living with us in our house, I tried to initiate it, and Giada, your sister, but she has no use for that at
No,
all.
yeah.
It's not a task that she wants to perform.
No, not at all. But she
Not
acts like
fun.
it's like a really difficult task. It's
Yeah.
just making your bed.
It just starts your whole day in a positive way because you go in your room and you see it. It's so nice. I'm happy. And then when you go to bed at night, your sheets are nice and neat. They're not wrinkled. And you go into that bed and you can just cuddle with your blankets.
Right. And so if you take anything from this podcast at all, if you wake up every day and make sure you make your bed as a non-negotiable, that's one thing you can check off the list before you even start your day, before you even brush your teeth, before
That's
you even
right.
take a shower. You already check something off the list that you can do every day. It's something that's not hard, but it also gets you in a routine and helps you forward in life with other tasks.
That's right.
But that's just one simple thing to start your day. And Ziggy's here, everybody. Hey,
I know.
come here. We're not doing this.
Did you shut it off?
No, it's still going, but
Oh. Ziggy, come here. Come see Mama. Come here. Come here.
hey, Ziggy's making an
All right.
appearance, everyone.
All right. You can talk in the
Say
mic.
what's up, Ziggy.
You could talk in the mic if you want. Say hello, hello.
Shout out Ziggy. That's my dog, Ziggy, everyone. I know you've heard me mention him a couple times. He's always the one barking upstairs. He's the man, and he's probably going to continue to bark.
No.
All right, sorry for the little intermission. Ziggy did not like that we were down here and not giving him treats. So that was a really good first question. I think that's just
Well,
That's-
it's not everything, of course,
But-
because the biggest thing is family. I
right.
would tell you to always remember, never be angry. Work it out because family is family.
Very true. Especially, I mean, hey, I've been going through a ton of stuff with family on my other side of my family, and we're not exactly getting along with everyone, even though we were always raised that family's forever. Family's forever. But
Yeah.
people switch up really quickly. But that's just something I never have to worry about with this side of the family. Grammy my mom, all my uncles, aunts, everybody. Like, I will never ever have to worry about anyone switching up. Like, if I need anything, anyone, any single one of them would be there. One phone call,
That's
one
right.
text, one phone
right.
call. It's all it takes. And I know a lot of people out there, maybe don't have that kind of relationship with your family, but when you do, make sure like you hold on super tight to it, and just don't take it for granted, because you never know. My biggest fear lately has been like, I just randomly have been seeing like, people randomly die in a car accident, like just the most random thing. It's like you just don't know who it could be next, or
That's right.
those kind of things. So that's just definitely been like kind of on the back of my mind, and it's like kind of, it's making me put into a perspective that like I just need to like stop holding grudges, and like I just need to do what I want to do, like spend
Forgive and
time
forget.
with
That's
people
right.
who I care about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's something that you don't ever want to take for granted, because you never know. I mean, obviously, I don't even want to put that thought out into the universe of like anything happening to anybody, but you just don't know, and that's just, it goes along with family. It's just family isn't defined by blood, but whoever those people are that are family to you, then you just got to make sure you always say you love them, you hold them tight, and you just never take them for granted ever.
Right.
Because you never know. Could be you, could be somebody else. You never know what could happen. But we're not going to put that negative energy out there. We're just to get that across. But those are really good. But so next question. This one's kind of a cool question. I got two more questions. This one's a pretty cool one that I saw. So you having grandkids, so like your children having kids, how did that alter like your relationship like with like mom or like any of the uncles, like when they had kids? Like, did that, because you guys obviously, it was like you guys your whole life, and then all of a sudden when mom had kids, like me and Maddie, then that was like first time you're becoming like
Oh, it was the
grandparent.
highlight. It was the highlight of my life. You think that your first is going to be the one that's most special, and you dote on them, and you just love them with all your heart and soul. And then the next one comes, and you say, how am I gonna love this one as much as I love the first? And then it happens, and you love the second just as much as the first, and it goes on. And I have 8 grandchildren, and I love them all. They're all special in their own individual way, and you always find something that they do or they say that makes them glow, that you're so proud of.
Yeah, like everyone's has their own like.
Yeah, it's
It's-
wonderful.
Yeah, and it's actually been really cool to see like too, because like especially Uncle John just had a baby, so
Yeah.
so she's gonna be like the one growing up.
Right.
But I don't know, like I feel like, especially with you, I feel like you have such a different relationship with every single one of your children and grandchildren. Like no relationship that you have is like the same.
Right.
Like I
Just
feel like everything's different, but in its own special way.
right.
And
Bottom line is undeniable love,
Of
that you
course.
just give constantly, which keeps everybody together, you hope, forever.
yeah,
But, yeah, if you always have love for your family, hopefully they'll be there
right.
and they'll carry it on, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's you. I mean, I'm not even just saying this because Grammy's here, but she did an amazing job raising her kids, and I've been so blessed. I got to live with her pretty much my whole life,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's been nothing but like, she's been a dad when my dad couldn't be. She's been a mom when my mom couldn't be. She's been, she's been through hell and
Proud
back,
Grammy.
and yeah, and Grammy's been through hell and back, and she's still here every day with a beautiful smile on her face, and that's something that is so rare to find in people nowadays, and.
Yeah,
I've got so lucky for 23 years I've gotten to grow up with that. So,
I know.
and I love you, Graham. I really
And
do.
I love you too. Absolutely.
So follow up to that question, and then we got one more. The follow up to that is, so say when Mom had Maddie,
Yeah.
how did that alter like you and Mom's relationship? Like once Mom had a kid of her own, and like you had your first grandchild, whatever.
Well, the priority goes on the baby, of course. It
Right.
seems like that's what you want to do, is always be there for that child. And of course, the mother always has that insecurity, like, oh, I'm not loved anymore. But after time, of course, the mom realizes that, she's equally as loved as the grandchildren. It's just a different kind of love that you have, because it doesn't have to have discipline in it when you have grandchildren. You do have some discipline, but you're the grandmother, and what Grammy says goes, and you can love and do whatever you want with the kids to spoil them, and you're happy, and the children are happy, and the moms just learn to be happy
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool. I mean, because I think it's just cool to kind of see from a perspective, especially just because, like, you have your relationship with, all your kids, and then it's like once they finally had kids, it's like, I don't know, I feel like that kind of just, I would never know the feeling until it's gonna happen to
Until it
me,
happens. Oh,
way
yeah.
down the road. But
Yep.
I feel like that's a perspective not a lot of people get to see. So I just,
Yeah, especially when, like, I've had so many experiences with my grandchildren, you guys, that you'll be at my house, and then when you were little, you'd go home, and no more than 5 minutes later that you've gotten into the house, Mom, I want to call Grammy. I want to go back to Grammy's house. I want to see Grammy. I miss her. And poor Mom has to trail back to my house because you guys cry and you just want to be there. So it's a different love, but it's still a love that you gave to your children as well as your grandchildren. But for some reason, it's an unbelievable one that I can't
yeah,
explain.
yeah, that I feel like it's just something you have to experience for yourself.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a cat. That's about as much as I have
Yeah,
for a
and
child.
with that cat, you like to spoil the cat, so
Of course.
it's another kind of love, but it's kind of close, but not as close because it's a love that you can give as much love and attention to when you're with the cat. Just like when I'm with my grandchildren, I can do whatever. I mean, I remember one day, my Maddie was playing with the light switch on and off. She got the step stool on and off and on and off. And Mom walked in the house to pick her up from being at the house, and she'd say, Maddie, don't be doing that. You're not supposed to be playing with the light switch on and off. Grammy said I can. And Mom goes, that's it. Whatever Grammy says
Yep,
goes.
that's
So you guys got to do whatever, you wanted.
yeah.
Go where you wanted. If you said, Grammy, take me here. Grammy, make me this. Grammy, do this. Let's go do that. It's a love that you grow with, and it nurtures you into a better person. That's what I want to say.
I also like I don't know if this is for everybody, but I also feel like I don't know, like obviously you're my Grammy and like that's that, but I also just feel like we have like such like a best friend relationship.
Right.
Not like, when me and Mom's relationship is, me and Mom have a great relationship, but it's like more like a mother-son thing.
Mother-son, yeah.
And obviously we have our grandmother, grandson moments, but it's also like I feel like I've told you things that no one else in this
That's
world
right.
knows. Me and Grammy lived together, just us two for a couple months, and like we had the time of our lives. Like it's just really cool. I don't know. I'm really blessed, I guess, to be able to have like a relationship with you like that.
It's like an
because
open relationship that whatever you say doesn't get judged.
yeah,
It's a conversation that you have, and you discuss things and give, honest opinions.
I was gonna say
and
the
stuff like
constructive criticism.
that. Right, yeah. So that's what makes it so wonderful.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, like I don't know if you guys can ever relate, but there's nothing like going through a crazy day or a crazy week and just being able to come home to like Grammy and just talk shit about everybody to Grammy, and Grammy starts to know people by their names, by their faces, and they don't even know who Grammy is. But there's no better feeling than like this happened, or if I get my heart broken, I go running to Grammy. I lose a friend, I go run to Grammy. If something amazing happens, I go run to Grammy. It's like it's such a fortunate, like, blessed relationship because there's the line between grandmother and grandson, but also there's like just such a different side of a relationship that's like such a best friend, like, and it's always been like that, especially now that I'm older and we can talk about like real things, like things obviously like you couldn't say like to me as a kid, or
Right.
things I wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean too. Like when you have a relationship like this, like there's just you should be doing anything and everything to never lose it, and never let it fade or anything, because I've almost made that mistake multiple times by prioritizing other things in life, and it took me away from family, and this is one of the biggest things that I've been learning in the last couple months, is that how important family really is, and just I can't even tell you how much I miss spending like quality time with family. Like I miss the I'm going to Grammy's house, or if I go home and you're home, like, oh, Grammy's here, like Grammy's car's home, like those things. Those are the things that, like, it's
Looking for,
heartbreaking, because
yeah.
if I ever, like, obviously there's gonna be a day where I move out again and like all this stuff, and it's gonna be like there's gonna be no, like, oh, I'm living with Grammy, or I'm not gonna have a nice cooked meal when I come home, those kind of things. Amazing chef, by the way. She's an Italian grandmother. I don't know what you expect, but the best food, pasta Sunday, like I said, never fails, always hits. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll go to the final question. Um, this is kind of just a funny, weird one, but so obviously you grew up in different times, and you're living in the current year 2025. What has been one of the most mind-blowing things, like, for example, like technology, or like, cars, or like things like that like you just didn't, when you were younger, you didn't even imagine would be a thing at this time, like something, because you came from no phones, not like, you played outside for a living, you know what I mean?
Everything was outside.
And
yeah.
but now there's like so much technology and
Yeah.
a million different
color
things.
TV was the big thing. I think that was the start. The color TV.
Yeah.
Because we used to sit on the floor, lay on the floor, and we had TV guides that you look in.
Like a
and
book?
It was a book, yeah, inside the newspaper. And we knew when special shows would come up. And the biggest one was always The Wizard of Oz. And unfortunately, then it was always in black and white. And for a week, we would be prepared to what we're gonna do. We'd get our blankets and our pillows on the floor. My mom would make popcorn and we'd have snacks. And we were allowed to stay up till 11 o'clock that night just to watch The Wizard of Oz, because it started at 9. And it was such a big thing. Everybody in the neighborhood did the same thing. All right, we have to go in the house because it's time to watch The Wizard of Oz. And we do it as a family and everything like that. But I'll tell you, and it's not even technical things that have changed that kind of upsets you, is holidays.
Ooh.
I miss the big holidays where we celebrated the whole day. And being Italian, just like any other nationality, they have your customs. And my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, I mean, we had like 30 people in the house, 40 people in the house at times. And they would bring pastry, but my mom always made pastry and food. So she would make like a 4-course meal.
Sounds like somebody else I know.
4-course meal we'd have. Yeah, we'd start off with, your fruit, and then you'd have your antipasto, and then you'd have soup, and then we had a break, and then it came to the pasta with the meatballs and sausage, and then we had another break because people started coming into the house, and we'd have a pastry break, and we had all the Italian pastries and cookies and everything you can think of, pies, and all the cousins and aunts and uncles would just sit there. And I remember my dad and my uncle would have a cigar in the house, of course, and they'd smoke this cigar and talk about the war. My father was an army man. My uncle was a Marine, and he ended up being a general. And so there was a lot of conversation with all of us. And it was just one typical family day that all the cousins would talk about everything going on in their life. And we'd compare our dads and our moms together and just eat all day. And anything and everything we'd eat. And I miss those days. I wish that we could still have everybody come to the house and just start from early noon till 8 o'clock at night and enjoy eating and being festive with each other and always being happy. So technical things, yeah, those are always going to change and improve, but I don't really care about that.
That was deep, actually. That was a good one. That was good. Because I totally agree, though.
Oh, I love it. It was just so wonderful because you knew you were going to see your cousins. Oh, I haven't seen them in 3 months, but I'm going to see them now because they used to live so far away, and they'd sleep over that night because they lived so far away. We'd have sleepover and tell ghost stories in the bedroom and see who can get scared the most, and and then get up in the morning and start and having a great breakfast before they left. And it was all about family, cooking and eating and having fun and loving each other. It was beautiful.
Yeah, and I feel like we've honestly, especially, I mean, I wouldn't say as much now because people are super busy. Everyone's got their life,
Yeah.
but I feel like we did a really good job of kind of doing that growing up.
Yeah, and on a smaller
Yeah.
level, we do it.
I just
not
feel like it's
as-
only Thanksgiving now where it's like we actually are like all together for like a long amount of time.
Yeah.
I feel like every other holiday it's like people got to come and then
They
it's like,
go.
all right,
Up,
I got to
gotta
go to
this-
this person's
yep.
house. I got to go to this person's house.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but no, that's actually really cool. And that's the thing is like, especially, back then in not having, cell phones and, you know, playing, TikTok and all these, social media and stuff. It's like you got to actually just sit there and enjoy the company of family.
Right.
You can't FaceTime people. You can't FaceTime your cousins who they were hours away. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
But that was actually, I was honestly thinking that you were gonna be like, oh, I hate like computers
I
or.
hate computers. too.
That's what I thought. But that was a
definitely do,
really
so
good answer.
I know it's great. The technology is so wonderful in this world, but I think it's also hurt the world because we've lost so much doing it. And unless you work on the part about communicating with each other and playing, and kids don't play jump rope anymore. That's even gone. Jump rope, hopscotch, Relivio, tag, all these little things that we used to do outside, just sitting on a stoop having lemonade and popcorn or lemonade, and mom would bring out cookies, homemade cookies, and we'd share them with the neighbors, and whoever's walking by would come and join you. Halloween, oh my goodness, you guys don't know what it's like to have a Halloween like we did growing up. My mom always wore a costume, and our next door neighbor, she would come out with her costume with her kids, and we would all go together trick-or-treating. And of course, it started at 5 o'clock at night, and it went till 11 at night. We just trick-or-treated all night long. We'd get a pillowcase and bring it home, empty it, go back and do it again. And what a nice thing we did besides was we thought it was cool. The night before Halloween was called Beggar's Night. Beggar's Night. So a lot of people would expect you to knock on their door and say, trick or treat. And they go, it's not trick or treat. And they go, I know it's Beggar's Night. I'm begging for some candy. And people would actually give it to you.
Really?
It was so cool. Yeah.
That's-
It was really nice.
And like everyone did that. So it
Yeah.
was like pretty much back-to-back
People knew
nights
it.
trick or
Yeah,
treating.
people knew it, and people loved when the parents went out with costumes. Like I did it with my kids for a short time because they would get embarrassed as I got older. But
Hey, you still dress up. I was just
still
looking at the
love it.
pictures upstairs, and you were dressed up when me and
Oh,
Maddie
I
were
love to
dressed up.
dress up for Halloween. Yep. And and it was just so much fun. People say, "Okay, who are you? Are you Mrs. Antonelli? Are you Mrs. Peters? Who are you?" And they look at you. Oh, how nice! And it's camaraderie, with neighbors and everything.
And like everyone knew each other.
Everybody knew everybody. Everybody wanted to be friends with each other and have a nice life.
See, that just sounds like something like out of a movie. Like it just like
Yeah, but it
I
was
just can't even
reality.
picture that now. 'Cause
Reality. Yeah.
I feel like especially like people like my age caught like the very end of like I feel like we caught the very end of like good traditional like holidays and stuff like that because like we've had insane Christmases.
Oh yeah.
And we've had really awesome trick or treating. We've had like awesome 4th of July at the beach. Like
Yes.
we used to do all that stuff, and it was all tradition, and it was the same thing every year, and it was beautiful. But I think that's one of the craziest things about this world nowadays is that I feel like tradition doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's what I can do more of. What can I do more? What can I do?
Right, like how can I be better than I did
Yeah.
last time? It's like
Yeah.
just because you went to Florida on vacation doesn't mean you can't go again. What are you gonna now? You have to go to Turks and Caicos because it's better.
Yeah.
And the value of $1 is like ridiculous to like. That's another thing too is like the prices of things.
Yeah.
That
But we still did it. We did the beach even when prices were high.
Yeah.
We did something that was reachable, and that's what you try to do. It's reachable, but it yet includes the family, and not just your immediate family, but your cousins and your neighbors who feel as though they're part of your family.
Yeah.
My best friend, I've known her since I was, I think, I don't even know, 11 or 12 years old. My friend Mara, we've been best friends all our life. It's like trying to say, how could I have not had her in my life? She
Right.
would come to the beach with us and stay with us at the beach. When we were in high school, my mom would give her the car. We'd drive her home when we wanted to do certain errands if we thought it was going to be a rainy day, and my mom would say to her, "Take the car, you drive it, and pick me up at work at 5." And we were responsible with the vehicle, and we just had fun, and then went back to the beach, and it was just nice. My mom would invite in high school all of our friends. I basically hung around more with boys than I did girls because I always thought, girls were a pain in the neck, and you don't fight with
They are.
guys. So, they would come up to our house at the beach every weekend. My mom would make pasta and sauce and meatballs and sausage, and they ate every weekend with us at the beach, and we had a ball. It's sometimes my mother would say, well, they can sleep on the floor in the living room if they want to stay, but that was limited because she was trying to set a good example
Right.
no matter what.
No, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
And that
but-
just reminds me of like, I don't know, like just on the topic of the beach, like that's something I miss is like me and Maddie were, I don't even know how old, super young. We'd sleep at the beach.
Yeah.
Me and Maddie would wake up at, I don't even know, like the earliest hour of the morning, leave, go all the way around over to Auntie Linda's,
Yeah.
and then she would make us pancakes,
She'd make
and
you
no one would know where we went.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Mom, Dad, you would wake up and be like,
Where are they?
Where-
They must
my
be
God,
next
kids
door.
are gone.
They have to be next door. Auntie Linda's cooking breakfast.
and all you got to do is knock on the wall. That's all you would do is knock on that
Tell
wall.
the kids to come home.
Right, like things like that, like just always,
Yeah.
you always knew what to expect. Like 4th of July would start to roll around, and it's like Auntie Linda's place is full, our side was completely full, and
Yeah.
it was like we played cornhole and went in the ocean and played football. We watched fireworks, went to the center, got Tripoli's, played games. Like we had the best times, and like that's something I can't stress enough to people. Is like that's
Yeah.
the one thing I miss so badly is the beach house and just all like everything we did there, especially the years where Dylan, like we realized Dylan had his beach house down the
Yeah,
street,
Right.
and that changed everything. That
Yeah.
like we hung out with Billy, we hung out with Dylan, Ryan, all of them, and it was
And they became part of the family.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, stay.
I know we'd stay at each other's
stay for
places,
dinner,
we'd
yeah.
feed seriously, and
It was good.
oh my gosh, and that went on for years, and that was just it's those are some of the times I'll never forget, and like I think that's one of my biggest goals in life is just to have a beach house.
Yeah.
Because
that'd be nice.
we
Yeah,
had the
if you
best
could.
times there.
Yeah.
And it was right on the beach. We had our own private part of the beach. We never had to worry about crowds or
Yeah.
anything. It was so perfect. But all good things come to an end, I guess. But
Well, no, you just have to start them over again with your generation.
yeah,
When you become a family. When you become a family. Right now, we kind of, got away from it, but you're learning your own ways in life, going your own routes to make yourself go through college, to get a good job, to make money, to enjoy all the things you want to do in
Yeah.
life. That's when once you settle down, then you start making your own plans and including your sister, your two sisters, and making that grow with everybody.
I've already been
else.
thinking about like holidays. Like I just hope everything works out with college. I get a good job. I make good money.
Yeah.
Like I have a nice decent sized house, and like I can have people over for holidays. Like, and I can have all the family over. I can have whoever I want. And like me and Jaden have already talked about plenty of times like how we want to do like when we get older and we have kids. Like we want to we'll have Christmases together and like
Yeah.
holidays, and we'll take yearly
It's so
trips together as
important, yeah,
family, like
yeah.
a big family, like his family, my family, and like. That's I guess one of the most important things in life for me is just that's why it's so hard for people say you can't live in the past, but just a lot of like growing up, like everything that we been through and had, like it's so hard not to because we just had the best times and like life was so simple, but obviously once you get older life kind of
Yeah, but it helps you remember what you had so that you want that plus more.
it's very true.
So you want to continue as much as you can what you enjoyed as a kid. Instill it with your children and say, you know what, we did this one with little. Let's try doing it.
Right.
Let's go here.
Like the North Conway tradition, like that's
Like that.
kind of
that
been
you
up in
had,
the
yes,
air,
with your dad and your family.
But it's like
Yeah.
all the cousins, we all talk about all the time. We're like, we are 100%. Like Anthony would tell me all the time. He's like, 100%. We're continuing North Conway tradition every year, and he's like, there's no way any of us are going anywhere. None of us are splitting apart. He's like, he's hunts in fishes. He's like, I will hunt you and find you if you try to like disappear. And that's the coolest thing ever because it just kind of gets me excited because that's something, I've always wanted. Like it went from, going to North Conway as a kid and then, starting to get a little bit older and then, you start to be able to, the parents let you out on your own and like with all the cousins and it's just, then it's like, you can start, bring a girlfriend with you. That's something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And like, just cause like my cousins always did, like people, that's something I wanted to do. And then it's like, now I can get my own room. I don't have to worry about things like me. I have adult money and I can do whatever I want with it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Just that's the things. I just love tradition so much. And no, we had some of the best times, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's all I really have for you. I mean, we could talk for hours and hours and hours, but
I have a big mouth. I could talk.
No, seriously, we could.
Anything and everything.
Believe me, everyone who watches these podcasts know how much I love to talk. That's all I could do. But yeah, so everybody, this was my beautiful grandmother finally making an appearance on this podcast.
I know.
And
I love my Jakey.
I love my Grammy so much. And yeah, and so it's just I thought it would be fun for episode 10 to have a little special guest that no one was expecting.
Yeah,
and
surprise guest.
A very surprise
I didn't dress
guest.
Up special for it.
And she had no idea. And we
Ponytail
just
in the back of my
threw
head.
It, yeah. Do you have anything you want to just say? Anything? Just
No, I just wish you the best with this podcast.
Thank you.
I hope it grows to where you want it to go, and that people appreciate you coming out to doing this to inform them of certain things and just know things they've missed, know things that's what's going on every day that you make conversations about, and about life itself. It's great to communicate. You never can communicate too much.
Right.
And by having this podcast, it shows growth and maturity in you, and that's what you're showing everybody. The next step in your life that you're going through.
Right. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you serious? How could you top this guest? You really can't.
Yeah.
No, and I appreciate you coming and just shooting it for a little bit and just answering some questions and guys, I love my grandmother more than anything in this entire world.
As
so
you can tell.
and seriously.
You do.
So everyone, this was Grammy. Jaden's about to make his appearance again, but
I know. I will do it again.
We're definitely gonna have you come back. Maybe we can do a whole episode with you one of these
Sure.
times. And just thank you for coming to do this.
All right.
Thank you for
inviting me.
Thank you for
I
being the
had
best
fun. I was a
grandmother in
little
the
nervous,
world.
but now I'm fine.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
just having a conversation.
conversation,
It's a little intimidating when you can like see that you're on a camera. But
I know.
I know it took me and Jaden a little while to get used to it too,
Yeah.
but now we just talk and whatever I don't like, I'll cut it out because I
Cut
do
it
my
out.
own
Good,
editing.
good.
But
Yeah.
thank you again, Grammy.
All right.
We all love you. Everyone probably watching this loves you because so many people
I
from
hope so.
my past that
Yeah.
love you. Jaden loves you, and yeah, we definitely hope to see you again very, very,
I
very
will.
soon.
I'll definitely be back. Talk to you guys later.
Shout out Grammy, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hey everyone, Jaden's back.
I'm back.
He's
Shout out Grammy.
Grammy's looking a little different. Actually, Jaden was looking a little different, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to have a little fun, throw in a surprise guest. We're not even going to include this in the title, so no one's going to know about it. So you got to watch to find out. This was kind of a cool banger episode. It was something different, something special for episode X, episode 10.
Only the real ones are gonna see that Grammy was in this.
For real. And if you you guys are missing out if you don't see Grammy. So
If you're watching on YouTube, comment, shout out Grammy.
facts.
W Grammy.
Or episode X. Epi X.
Yes.
Epi X Grammy. Woo!
Epi X.
Yeah, Epi X Grammy.
Epi XX Grammy. Mm.
That's tough. That's what I'm naming the episode. Epi XX Grammy.
No. You just
Okay.
said she's not going to be in the title.
But no one will understand it.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. But yeah, so that was cool. It was fun.
All right.
I got the new SBs.
Damn,
bro.
I'm trying to go play for FC.
Shit. All right. Bro, this is... Me and Jaden are on one today, bro. I'll be so honest. You haven't been here in a minute, so why don't you do most of the talking now? Wrap us up, boy. Say what you want. Wrap us the fuck up. Shout out Grammy, though.
Listen,
Listen, man.
that was part of the plan, anyways. But listen, your life should be a movie. You're the main character,
acting.
and you can't make it a movie unless you got the script down pat.
And just to keep this in mind in life, everybody, do not audition for the part you already got. Do not settle. Do never be the second option. You got the part, so don't ever audition for a part you already got.
I'm sorry, I just
Was that kind of bars?
to everyone.
Ear ape.
Aped.
Was that bars?
Yes.
Oh, you like that? Okay. I didn't know. Is that why you were blowing?
That's why I was just trying to cool down the mic.
Oh shit. Well, you didn't blow on mine. I was just fucking spitting on this one.
What do you mean by that?
But yeah, that was. I don't know what Jaden even. I don't even know why you said all that, but that was fucking bars, and I hope everyone understood my analogy.
Yeah, you cooked. Never settle for less.
No, dude.
Know your worth.
Why
and
settle?
Do not settle for less.
Everything in life is a lesson. So even if it seems like things are placed in your life to better you, they also might just be a learning experience and not exactly what you anticipated. That is something I'm trying to learn right now.
I had one that was so good.
Dude, why are we spitting right now? Oh, dude, I don't have my phone. Damn it.
Let's see if I can find it.
I got the one that ChatGPT spit at me. Remember I said that one earlier? That was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. I'll throw it in.
Also, fuck everyone, bro. It's just you in the end.
True that. Also, I don't know why people always want to be number one when one is the loneliest number of them all. Oh, my God.
You can learn so much by being quiet and watching.
That was a good one. Everything happens for a reason.
Know your worth, then add tax.
Oh! I like that. Again, don't ever settle. Don't ever be somebody's second option. Don't ever be a runner-up in life. You deserve everything. No matter how hard you work for it, you deserve it. And you will get it. You just gotta be patient.
And if you're going through a lot of change, delete that old version of you. It expired.
Every time you go through big change in your life, it's just a new chapter starting. And your old chapter ending. And you don't know what the chapter is full of unless you read it. You got to experience it. You got to be patient,
you're off the top,
word by word. Huh?
I'm like, you're coming off the top, and I'm like looking at mine, but you're cooking.
I know. I'm
cheating.
Dude, bro, I'm a mental health advocate, bro. I have these. Like, these are all in my bag, bro.
Listen, you never know. Fuck, I sold that one.
Try again. No one saw it.
Travis. Back, Turbo.
Travis.
Why are you posing? No one's taking a picture. What if it turns out better than you imagined?
You never know unless you try. Why sit in the back seat and wonder?
I like where this is going.
When you could be in the driver's seat, having full control. That one was off the fucking dome, dude.
That was tough.
Oh God, that was.
Listen,
that one felt right.
Very cliche, but
I'm ready though.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
So fucking true.
Shout out Kelly Clarkson.
I'd say so.
I think it was Kelly Clarkson.
I'd say so.
Oh.
Wow, I think I want to end it on that one. That was really fucking good. I don't know what made us just do that, but that was sick.
I had such a good one.
Okay. Oh, so we're not done. All right. I'll wait. Go. Look at your face, bro. Let it fly.
Oh my God. Never be a prisoner of your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence.
Oh my God. That's
been Beyond the J's. We're out of here.
See ya. Peace. Beyond